Hey friends, and welcome. I'm Joanne Coleman and this is Maggie, and you're watching The Curated Home. So Maggie hasn't had an appearance in a while, and she has promised to be on her best behavior, so here she is. Maggie loves to be in my arms when I'm filming, and she's been so good lately. Maggie will be a year old February 24th, and I'm super excited. We're gonna have a little party for her where she's excited. We're excited because she knows she's getting cupcakes, so she's pretty excited about it. And unfortunately, you're gonna hear, I'm not feeling very well. I have been super busy since Christmas, and I want to thank all the new subscribers. I did get some new subscribers from my last video. Welcome. I am so happy you're here. I cannot wait for you to share this journey with us. My community is by far the best community on YouTube. We are all about encouraging, supporting, and uplifting one another, and we're all equal in the decorating game. And I love this community so much. It has become such a big part of my life, and I am grateful that you're here. And for my old subscribers and all my community that's been here from the beginning, I love you, and you know that. I have not been able to comment as much, and I haven't been as interactive in the comments lately, and I want to apologize for that. I just have not. I've been busy and I'm not feeling well. I really can't seem to get over this, just not feeling well. And right now, it's mainly like a really bad sore throat. It hurts to talk. It hurts to swallow. I am not doing well. But you guys have made a commitment to me to watch and subscribe and be here. And I'm making a commitment to post and bring content every week, no matter what. I will do it. And I don't mind being seen like this. I do clean up well. You have seen me. I definitely can look better than this. But for me, it's about the decor and the content and decorating. It's not so much about you guys watching me. You know, Adele, one of my favorite singers, when she was battling her weight and going through her weight loss journey, she had said early on, I make music for the ears, not the eyes. And I make decor for the eyes, not myself for the eyes, if that makes sense. So anyway, back to today's video. It's going to be a little bit of a mix of everything because I'm filming as I can, and I have been on top of it all in a decorator slump. And thanks to Debbie at Your Home, Your Happy Place, I'm out of that slump. She inspired me on the dining room reveal that I'm going to do at the end of this video. And as you can see behind me, there are hints of it here. I also have a little crafting in the video, not big, just a little clip to show you the elements that I made. Now, I did not film all the elements that I made. But those of you that have been with me from the beginning of this YouTube journey know that I make a lot of the things that I use in my home. And I also, if I didn't make it, I thrifted it and redid it, refurnished it, and flipped it somehow for my own personal use. I am not at this time a reseller. However, I do have plans to be a reseller and to make this my retirement gig. And so I'm in the process of planning that now. I am on the wait list. I'm rocking Maggie. She likes to rock. So sorry if you get motion sickness, but I'm going to rock so Maggie can be content. There she is. Say hi. Say hi, everybody. Yeah, she misses everybody. I'm on the wait list at one of my very favorite antique malls. It is a wait list that's about a year to a year and a half long. Most of the sellers there that have booths are older people that also use it as their retirement gig and have a love for vintage antique and, curating well-curated items. And, it's their hobby and their retirement income to supplement their retirement. And so I'm on the wait list to be one of those people. And I purposely planned that, that particular mall because I knew that it would give me a good amount of time to build up my knowledge of vintage and antiques, also study more the interior design world and the world of curating, and also to be able to, push it closer so I'm not so stressed. I'll be able, I'll have more free time in the future. So I'm definitely planning it out. Now, Melanie Thompson, who I will also link in the description box below, I'm so excited for her because she's going ahead in her journey of this, being a booth vendor at her antique mall in upstate New York. She got a spot and is starting her journey. And I learned so much from her, and I'm so excited. And it's kind of meant to be that she goes ahead of me so that I can watch and also learn as she goes. So I'm super grateful that she has this opportunity and I get to learn, and I'm super excited for her and her journey. And Melanie, I've told you that already, but again, I'm so excited for you, and I can't wait to see how well you do, because I know that you're just going to knock it out of the park all the time. And I love where you're going with your decor. So please go check out her channel. But as I was saying, Debbie at Your Home, Your Happy Place is the one that got me out of the slump that I was in. The decorator slump is a real thing. It is definitely, decorator's block is awful when you get it. It just makes you feel awful. And thanks to her, I was able to get out of it. I love the color combination pink and green, and you'll see that pretty prevalent in the dining room. However, I didn't have a lot of pink and green because I was afraid of using it. Now, I do use the color combination pink and green I don't do it as much anymore because we've moved and I'm not in Winchester, Virginia anymore, but I am from there. So we used to, and I still from time to time volunteer for the events that they do for the festival, our Apple Blossom Festival there. But the main color theme that has been there for, I think it's been going on, oh my gosh, I'm not even going to guess at how many number of years it's been going on. But the main color every year is pink and green. Everybody wears pink and green. And I have one tablecloth, it's a table runner. It's a Waverly table runner that inspired everything. And I've had it and hung on to it for years, but I've never used it because I wasn't sure that I could pull off a pink and green and make it look good. Now, here's another interesting thing that's developing in my home. Every room, because I do not have an open floor plan, and in the future we will have an open floor plan, but right now in this home we don't. And I am happy that we don't, because it gives me the opportunity to give each room its distinct character and curate it all in and of itself. It does not have to be cohesive with any other space. The only rooms that are open that I would like to keep somewhat cohesive is the main family room and the kitchen. They do, it's just one great big space with a step down. So I try to keep them somewhat similar, at least the color patterns the same. But anyway, the kitchen is more primitive country. I love primitive country. I just love it. Now, the dining room with the pink and the green is turning into be more, I don't know. I don't know. I would say a little bit French country, a little bit farmhouse, a little bit primitive because of the wood accents. It's just got a little bit of everything in it. The next room that I'm going to be tackling is the sitting room that's adjacent to the dining room. And it's also, even though it has a very large opening, so it kind of bleeds into the other, or, kind of connects open. It's not, because there is a bit of a wall. It's just a very large open area. You've seen it in previous videos, so I'm not going to go into that. But anyway, I'm not sure what I'm going to do in there, but I am probably not going to, I'm not going to try to make it match the dining room. I want it to have its own distinct character as well. I got stuck there for a while thinking that everything in the house had to match. The entire downstairs is painted the same color. Every room, the bathroom, the guest bathroom, the laundry room, the kitchen, the family room, the sitting room, the dining room, they're all the same color. And I was doing all of the furniture the same color, and everything was the same. You know, everywhere you went, you got the same kind of feel. And I don't want that now. I don't have to have that. This is not an open floor plan house, and I don't have to have that. So I am going to spend time in each room and curate it. And I'm going to thrift and find those items that say something to me. And I want to do that because when I start to sell the items that I'm going to sell, I may have used them in my home at some point. They're going to have meaning to me. They're going to speak to me in some way. They're going to evoke some kind of feeling. And that's how I know that it'll be something that other people will cherish. So without further ado, let's get into the video. We're going to start with some thrifting items. I'm going to show you what I've thrifted, and then we're just going to jump into the decorating portion of it. And then we're going to end the video with the reveal. And I will reveal the dining room, and I'll also show you the kitchen. Okay, so I was really trying to hold off on decorating with these until I could do a collective thrift haul, but I just can't wait anymore. I'm going to go ahead and clean these up and get them styled, but I'm going to go ahead and film the clip to show you how much I paid for them and give you a close-up of them. And then I will move on to some other thrifting items and show you how I styled them. All of these came from the same store. They came from my son's Goodwill store. And they were apparently just put out. This is a basket that I got for $6. And it is it is in very good shape. It's it's not, usually when I get a big basket like this, one of the handles is coming off or there's some kind of wear to it that makes it not too functional, purely decorative. But this one is actually it's in pristine shape. It is very sturdy and very solid. I could put a good bit of stuff in this and utilize it. And what my plan is for this, I don't have everything that I want to style with it yet, but I'm going to place it where it's going to have its home. And that's going to be on top of my refrigerator. And my plan is to be able to collect more rolling pins, antique rolling pins, and other kitchen-like items and put in this basket and style it on top of the refrigerator. So that's my plan for that. $6. I thought that was quite the steal. And then, of course, I love the copper. I think copper can go with Tuscan. Copper can go with Farmhouse. Copper can go with the dark Arcadia look and feel. It can also go for primitive. So there's a lot of styles that copper can be used for. These are actual copper pieces. So they're I would imagine them to be vintage because of the wear that I see on them. They're very heavy, and they came as a set for $18, which is not bad at all. So my plan for this is, of course, the utensils, the 2 spoons. One's a strainer spoon, and one is a ladle. I'm going to go ahead and take them apart. And again, I'm going to have to clean them up. I'm so glad they put the sticker on the tape so that I could easily, get the sticker off. That makes it a lot easier. So bear with me a second. All right, so I got that taken care of. So I can show you closer. I love the markings. Look at the detail on here. There is some wording on here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to read it. Let's go this way with it. Maybe that'll help. Let's get real close. Not for food. So this is decorative only. Of course they had to put it right on the front, right? Why would they put it right on the front? Anyway, Well, with people that are, I'm old and all my friends are old, so they're never going to see it anyway. It's okay. I like that it's all ready to hang, and I know exactly where I'm going to put these. But I do like the aging of them, the patina on them. If they aren't vintage, they definitely have the feel of vintage. They are in great shape, and they are very heavy. And this, I'm not 100%, it's so heavy. I'm not 100% sure where I want to put it. I have a couple of ideas, but I'm not 100% sure. What concerns me about this is I'm seeing it as like maybe patina, but you guys let me know what you think. Is this just a metal piece? It's extremely heavy. How can I tell if it's actual copper? That's what I'd like to know. Because I've seen copper do this. Actually, copper does turn a bluish color. So that's why I'm pretty sure this is like legit copper. But then again, I don't have enough legit copper to know. I have copper plated stuff. So anyway, that I don't know where exactly I'm going to put this, but I do have a couple of ideas. Excuse the mess. I have been working on Valentine's Day crafts, or at least trying to. But look at what happened to my bowl. And you guys know that I thrifted this a while back and was so excited and got a great deal on it. I had been wanting it for a very long time, and finally it got to the right price at the antique store, thrift, antique shop, mall, whatever you want to call it. I'm frustrated, so I'm just not happy right now. But anyway, it fell and broke because I was trying to work on that basket up above my refrigerator. Remember, I told you I had an idea of what I wanted to do, and this was a major centerpiece of that idea. So at least it was a clean break. And I'm going to E6000 and hot glue it back together, and then I'm going to go back at it. But I'm saying all that and showing you this because, to be honest and very transparent, I am struggling with Valentine's Day decor. I didn't want to put Valentine's Day up. I just wasn't feeling it. I'm not feeling the seasonal decor. Like, I look at the Easter bins that I have, and I have a lot of Easter stuff, and I don't want to do that either. That's not to say that I won't change my mind when Easter comes, but the bottom line is this. Once again, I'm human. I get pulled into what everybody else is doing and what the stores have in stock. Like, everywhere you go, it's like Valentine's and spring already starting, and St. Patrick's Day and those kinds of things. And I just want to get my home curated for an everyday, elegant look. And if I can add a subtle hint of the seasons, that's great. But I guess maybe it's because I'm getting older. I just washed my hair yesterday and went to bed with it wet. I probably should not have done that. But as I get older, I am not wanting, the kids are grown. It's just, we don't have the little ones around all the time or anything like that. So there's no reason for me to decorate like I do for Christmas and Halloween. There's no reason for me to take everything down and redo everything. And if you think about it, if I did that, I'm literally going to exhaust myself just in decorating. And that's not what I want to do. I want to decorate my home, not just for the seasons. I don't. My favorite holidays are Halloween and Christmas. I will probably always go big, even on a small scale. Small to me is still big. Everybody else would say, even my small is big to everybody else. But I'm just not feeling it. And I'm frustrating myself, and I'm breaking some of my favorite things on accident, trying to accomplish something that I don't even want to do. So what I'm going to do, like I said, and I'm sharing this with you because I want you guys to feel like, you're not alone if you feel this way. And please validate the fact that I'm not alone. I just don't want to do it. I just simply don't want to do it. What I do want to do, and what I think I might try, and I think it would be fun, is to incorporate pinks in with my green that's in my dining room right now. And that could be my little nod to Valentine's Day, because Two of my favorite color combinations are pink and green. And Debbie at Your Home, Your Happy Place also loves pink and green. And when she pulled out, I got her a ornament for Christmas that's pink and green because her butler's pantry is pink and green. She inspired. Now I am not a pastel-y person as far as decor goes, but the way she does it, and I do have a beautiful pink and green paisley table runner. I'm gonna see if I can pull it off. I've never really done it before, but I'm gonna try to pull off a pink and green dining room, and that could take me all the way through spring, at least May, because in May we celebrate apple blossom, and that is just something local for us. Winchester, Virginia, where I'm from, has the Apple Blossom Festival every year, and it has gone on for countless years because our Winchester, Virginia is the apple capital, if you did not know that. Most of the products that you get in the chain stores that are White House brand, that's Winchester, Virginia. And my family has owned and worked in apple orchards for generations. So that time of year and those color combinations are synonymous with that festival. We all wear pink and green for a whole month to celebrate apple harvest, and actually the start of apples, the start of the season of apples, because we are in full swing of apple season in the fall, of course, when we glean. But in any case, I just think that would help tie the pink and a Valentine's Day, kind of little subtle hint of that. It'll all kind of make it have meaning and be special, and I can be excited about decorating that way. But I'm giving up on the red. I'm giving up on it. I can't do it. I just can't do it. But I will show you what I did put together. I think it is cute in the kitchen, little teeny pieces, but after I film it, I'm taking it down and I'm going back to doing my neutrals and collecting and trying to curate my home for the everyday look. That's what I want. I want to enjoy life more at this stage. Honestly, we have so many plans, so many things that we're doing. We're going to be traveling, and we're going to be, the kids are getting older and they're doing some exciting things, and we want to support it and be along for their journey. So this week and weekend and next week, and the week after that, it's, pretty much centered around friends and family, and, watching these milestones that the kids are having. And I can't be decorating. I can't be worried about it. I can't be bothered with it. I want to do it in my time, in my way, and share it with all of you. But I'm not going to stress myself out over it. I'm just not going to do it. So I will get this glued, and then I'm going to get back at it, and I'll show you that little bit of Valentine's Day before I take it all down. So this is the kind of look that I was going for with this basket. It is very large, so it can fit rolling pins. Maggie always says it. Maggie, that's no. It can fit rolling pins and things like that as well as I collect. I wanted to fill it with primitive bowls, and I put the copper strainer in there. But this is how I have it up here. I had to get them to fit the way that I wanted them to. I needed to keep them from sliding around. That's how the bowl broke. So I have a basket inside that I covered with a towel to give it some, to kind of stabilize it all in place. You can't see that from down, from on the floor. I'll show you what that looks like if you're just in here. But I think it would be cute if I got some more bowls that, as I fill it more, I can rearrange how they are in there. But, who knows? Maybe I'll just put a bunch of rolling pins in it. I don't know. But for right now, that's the way it looks. But I'll show you what it looks like from the ground up. It's a tall refrigerator, so you're definitely not going to see the towel in the basket. So that's the way it looks from the ground. I mean, it's kind of hard to really see I'll see if I can go in. There you go. So that's what it looks like. Not bad. This is just the little area that I put together, nod to Valentine's Day. Just a red pitcher, some of the little spatulas that you can get from Hobby Lobby. I have these, I don't remember where I got these, possibly Hobby Lobby. The little tart hearts, and put my little chickens in there. I've got some ramekins that are red over there. Put a little red jar here. Called it a day in this corner. And over here, I just added some of the Ray Dunn mugs and pops of red. That's a candle, not a mug. The lid, the topper, does not fit, so I just laid it to the side. But that's about it. And then I just hung the ladles up here. And if I find any more, I'll just keep adding to them there. And the other thing that I have going are the copper tins that are going, or molds, copper molds that are going around the kitchen. So I want to find some more that I can also add above this door. I would love to do that. And I think I'm going to hang my copper chicken behind the basket right there. And I think it'll tie in nicely because it's too big to put here, but it'll hang right there. So this is what makes me happy. It's not Valentine's Day at all. I love the blues. I love the natural colors of the burlap, and I like the whites and the tans and the neutrals. And I love the pops of dark, deep navy blue and black. I love the copper. I never change, hardly ever change up above my cabinets. They typically always stay the same. This is not going to stay this way, but I do love my old vintage recipe box. I do have my recipes in it, and I love this little vignette. However, I can still have this vignette, but what I plan, and I love my copper pots and all of this, I do. But what I want to do is get a peg rail to go across here because it'll give me easy access to what I need. But I can also hang cutting boards and towels and things that'll camouflage that and give me much more counter space back. So that is an idea that I'm going to play around with, but I want to find one that's primitive. So I'm looking for that. Am I a primitive person? Am I a farmhouse person? Like I've said a million times, I don't know. I just like what I like, and I find a way to put it all together. So if it lends itself to one way or the other, it's not intentional. It's just, that's what makes me happy. That's what makes me feel good in my space. And that's how everybody should decorate. Maggie's treats will always stay there because they have to. And I need to fill our treat jars. I have this one for me. And then Art has his over by the coffee jar. And I need to fill those up. And I moved the bread box over here because I really like it over here. And I do have white Ray Dunn dishware like this. But I like the black because it kind of all goes together, and it's too much of a contrast with the white. So I'm just keeping it the black for now. I want to find a bigger dough bowl to put under my KitchenAid mixer for decorative. If I ever use it, which I do use it a lot, I will pull out my big, mixer, what do you call it? The mixer pan or whatever that goes with it. I don't know, pitcher. It's a mixer pitcher. But because Art has been saying he's going to bake cookies for a week, so we'll see. Anyway, because KitchenAid mixers are very heavy and it's hard to get them in and out of a space when they're in a corner like this, it's easier to have them so you can pull them out. And so with something under them like this, I can easily pull it out and push it back very easily. And I keep it unplugged. I plug it in when I need it. Because it's just very easy to plug it in. I can plug it there or there. We have tons of plug outlets around this counter. But it also is beneficial to do this instead of having that decorative piece under it because it limited my space and where I could put stuff, but it also brought the mixer up so it was harder to use under here. So I don't even have to move it if I want to use it because it will lower and rise in here. It has enough clearance underneath to go up and down. So I don't have to worry about it with it not being on a wood base, but being on a placemat instead. And then of course my primitive tins, not primitive, vintage tins And then I have a farm fresh eggs, but you can't see the eggs part, towel to help camouflage behind there. And then my little apothecary chest. And I don't have anything in it yet. I've played around with it. I thought about I can actually take this out and use it as shelves. It's a very versatile little piece. I can even turn it on its side if I wanted to. I'll show you. So if I wanted to, I could turn it this way and push it back there and then put the eggs on top of it like that, which is just as cute. And I think I'll leave it there for right now. Then my noodle board. This is new, and that's why I had to change all this around. Because if you remember, I used to have a wood cutting board here. And then I had my wood riser with my mixer here and my crock and all that. And all that wood really clashed with my noodle board, and I wanted my noodle board to be showcased. This was a gift handmade for me by my neighbor across the street, Mr. Lloyd. And I am in love with it. It is super special to me because I've always wanted one, number one. They're really nice to have when you're entertaining and you want to maximize your counter space and camouflage a very ugly stove. So they're really nice for that. But it's also something that is special because I have not had a handmade piece custom made for me that I've wanted since my dad got ill and passed away a few years ago. And my dad was a master craftsman and carpenter, and he made all of my furniture. And anything I ever wanted, from bowls to dishes to sconces to you name it, my dad would make it for me. Hands down, I could show him a picture, tell him what I want, we'd collaborate, and I'd come up with stuff. And we used to mass produce a lot of things together. But I haven't had that since he got really, really sick and passed away. So it's been a while. So this is extremely special because of that as well. And I love it. I love it. I will cherish this forever and ever and ever. I have not decided what I'm going to put on it's very large and very heavy. It's very, very substantial. And the handles are here to lift it. And you can easily slide it. The one thing that I keep here usually is a spoon rest, but it looks so lost on all of this. So it, being alone, I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to pull out the one that I had here for Valentine's Day before I took it all down. It just looks so lost. So I thought about putting a bread basket here because with the spoon rest, because it's something that we can actually use and then easily take on and off. So I think we might do that. And I've been playing around with it, but we'll see. I can even keep the butter dish there. I don't know. We're playing with it, but I love it. And then over here, it's back to normal. Of course, I got the coffee pot almost ready to go, but there's for tomorrow, refilled I actually like to let this air out. I've refilled the water reservoir. So all I need to do is add the coffee I like to let it completely dry. I learned that tip from Liz. Liz says that, if you want really good tasting coffee, you want to make sure, number one, that everything is nice and clean, but it's airtight coffee. And so this has a lot of moisture after you use it. So you really want to let it dry out and then add your coffee later. But there's still some coffee left over from this morning. So Art's going to drink that when he gets home from the gym. So his coffee cup's there. There's our little teeny napkin for Valentine's Day. So I'm just going to leave that like that. And then I put this back the way that it was. And of course there's Art's candy or Danish dish or whatever. And I still need to put the knobs on. I have not found the knobs that I want yet, so I'm going to be patient and wait. But this is back to normal as well. And that's how I like it.
You had me at hello, 'cause where you go is where I go. I don't need nobody else. I got you, and you got me too. You came right out of the blue. I wanna do what you want to. We can leave and run away someday, someday. I've been saying me too.
So I hope you enjoyed today's video. I am so sorry if it was too long. As I go back and edit, I will try to cut out as much as I can of anything that does not make sense or is not necessary for the video. I won't cut it out to make it as short as possible. And that is that. And until next Sunday, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Thank you for watching. And if you have not already subscribed, if you're new and watching, please